Peace, blessing, wholeness, vibration, love, and light. I want to thank the ancestors, my angel guides, my higher self for blessing me and continue to be with me at my presence. Please use your own discernment, for this information is coming from my truth, my experience, from my intuition, and my knowing. So if it resonates, great, great, great. I'm going to say this once and one time only. The Bible was never written for melanated people because we are the employers and the Caucasian race is the employees. They are the Christian race, not us. Done saying that, this has always been a war on land and the minerals. Gold, silver, diamonds, right? And what they did is they push this Christian agenda on us when we had all the gold and they give us their Bible, and now it's a flip. They took our position, melanated people. Now they have all the gold, all the minerals, all the power, and what we have, the Bible. Can't you see that? Go into Black Christian codes, because now that I'm learning the private, it's called the Black Christian codes. Go into the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, 8th edition, but 4th edition. They took everything from us. We became them and they became us. We are the landlords. We own everything. They enslaved us in taking our birthright and in changing who we are and who they are. They were at the bottom of the stick. They flip it upside down and they became the top. And then they brainwash us and worshiping a white Jesus and call him God, because God actually stands for their corporation, which is in the Sesame QV Trust, right? Called the Government Ordinance Department, GOD. You know, GOD was always, generator, operator, dispenser. You know what I mean? But then they do genocide, oppression, depression and depopulation and all that stuff. But you got to study law, universal law, divine law, God's law, moral law, constitutional law to know that they took our birthright, you know what I mean, and enslave us. It's all a business. Please study. It's a hard pill to swallow. It took me a while to, not long, but it took me a little bit to accept it. But as I studied the private, as I studied these two worlds, the private world is the spiritual world. The public world is the physical world. They have us, and also the private world is the positive law, the positive sector, and the public world is the negative sector, the negative law. So they teach us negativity, negative things. It's crazy. Christian just means slavery. That's what it is. That's the corporation. They go by maritime law, and they control the air and the sea, the ocean, through the the democratic, system. And then we are the constitutional citizen. We are the people. We the people is the indigenous people, the owners, the employers of the land. But no, we're the employees. When we came here with 5 things: a body, a spirit, a soul, nationality, that's the birthright to the land, and creed. Creed is our spiritual nature of our belief, of what we believe in as source God, which is the living prana energy within us. They took 3 to 4 things away from us, because some people don't even have a soul. Some people still have their spirit and their body intact. They don't have a creed because they're in the negative, brainwashed, indoctrinated religion, and the nationality got taken away by 95% of the world, because only 5% of the world is like living in their true divinity, being nationals, right? Being off grid, being kings and queens. We all melanated people, 9 ether beings, 7 and 8 ether being. You are the kings and the royalty. Wake up, nationalize. And there you have it. These are the things that nobody's talking about. Barely anybody, nobody's telling you. These are profound information. These information is beyond anything and everything you have ever done in your life. Who's going to tell you this? Now ask yourself, who the fuck is T'Challa? Or even better, what level of consciousness is this guy on? Or even better, who the fuck is T'Challa? Giving you this profound, it's all about 5T and unity consciousness. This is how you get to 5D and unity consciousness, by breaking the curse. And this will also help you jump timelines and break some karma. You know what I mean? And heal some karma by getting your fifth of a man. Your soul, body, spirit, nationality, and creed. Spirituality is where we at. Fuck religion. The watered down brainwashed bullshit, that's a curse. So this is the truth that I've been talking about by Alex Collier. This happened in 94, so approximately 30 years ago. Listen to what he's saying. The same thing I've been saying.
What the World Club is and who comprises it, and offer some specific examples of how they're controlling the rest of us.
Well,
the banking circles, maybe?
yeah, it all revolves around money. The World Bank, International Monetary Fund. I mean, they've got the whole world in debt. You know, governments are giving away their mineral rights in perpetuity. The United States government is now in a position to declare a national state of emergency, suspend the Constitution of the United States, and nationalize. And the reason they will have to nationalize is because our debt far exceeds any ability to pay it back.
So who are the collectors? What countries are the collectors?
It's not a country, it's a group of men. It's a group of human beings.
It's a group of humans.
Right, the aliens don't need money. They don't need an American Express card.
So if the
It's a man-made thing.
If the rest of us simply say, we're not paying back the debt, that's it, we're starting over, you can forget your whole system, then we can erase that whole thing and start over.
That's right. If we had a real president in office, and Kennedy was probably really the last one, what he should do is just go on TV and spill it all out. Surround himself with people that maybe he can trust to protect his life. He should get on television before Congress and all the houses, House of Representatives, in front of everybody, and spend 3 hours and give everybody a real education. Number one, the Federal Reserve is private. Number two, our debt isn't real. Number three, we've gotten ourselves into this big mess because past presidents sold us out for comfort and for money, and apologize. And then what he ought to tell, and just say that I'm nationalizing all the banks under the United States Treasury. We're going back to a silver standard, just like the Constitution says, and give everybody an opportunity to get back on track here, to maintain our standard of living and just start healing, And then the next thing I would say is to make sure if there were any POWs alive that they came back home, and I would start healing all of that crap. The fact that, that our POWs were sold out because of a debt, because of $3 billion, when we've wasted $3 billion or a promise to Vietnam, when we've wasted that kind of money on such stupid things as studying the sexual habits of a tsetse fly or frogs mating. I mean, it's unconscionable that we've allowed our government to do this.
Alex, we've got about 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can do some real brief answers to some of these last couple things, just real brief. The United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union, according to your sources, have been building secret technologies and bases on Earth, the Moon, and Mars for some time. Where are these bases to be found on the Moon?
Where are they?
Yeah.
They're on the dark side.
And do you know what the locations are, what they're called?
Yes. One is under Jules Verne. God, I wish I had those notes in front of me. Let's come back to that.
Okay. Have they told you anything about Area 51 or Dulce, New Mexico?
Yeah, there were a lot of stuff there. The actual underground base is not underneath Arcoleta Mesa. It's actually 20 miles to the northwest. That's just an entrance point in and out.
This is Area 51?
This is in New Mexico. Dulce.
Okay.
It's not exactly right there. As far as Area 51, yes, there's a lot of stuff that was going on there, but a lot of that has been moved, and it's now in New Mexico, in the Sandia, underneath the Sandia Laboratory.
Diego Garcia Island.
Diego Garcia Island, there's a base there. Pine Gap. Diego Garcia Island, there's anti-gravity anomalies there. And this is how they were able to blow a lot of equipment into space without using rockets.
There you have it. Unlearn everything and relearn, because everything that was told to you is a lie. Peace, wholeness, and unconditional love.